Five Nights at Freddy's 1 has some questionable reviews. So let's go through some of the worst together, and I think I'm gonna need help.
My name's Gavin Gonawitcha, I'm a FNAF YouTuber, and I am here to help.
This person said, do not recommend, could not romance the fox.
He must have got the wrong game then.
This person thought that Five Nights at Freddy's was a dating simulator.
Too scary, peed my pants. And I can't blame you because I also peed my pants when I first played this game.
Didn't we all? Some of these are so bad. Chicken seduced me.
Okay. I've never had this issue in the game. Maybe he experienced a glitch or something. I don't know.
The secret ending of FNAF is it ends with Chica seducing you.
The animatronic characters got a little bit too quirky at night.
Phone guy warned you. What were you expecting? This person wrote, this is all AFK time from when I was like 12 and got grounded and left the game open. Look at how many hours this person has on record.
I don't know if that's just AFK time. That seems a little sketchy to me. I don't know about that.
I feel like they're just trying to cover up the fact that they're a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan.
He's trying to cover up as much as he can.
It's like, no, I don't have 1,400 hours in this game. I left it on. I totally wasn't playing the whole time.
The scariest part of FNAF is the community. As being part of the community myself, I can 100% agree with this. Before I start, I don't hate this game. Some people go on and say it's the worst game in the world, but there's much worse games out there. So let's start with the FNAF's pros and then cons. Pros. The concept. The concept is quite fresh. A killer kid, 5 kids. That's a tongue twister right there. Okay. A killer kid, oh my god. A killer killed 5 kids and put them inside the animatronics, and the souls of the kids possess the animatronics, but nobody knows. 2. The gameplay. You can't move, which adds the feeling of helplessness. Cons. The gameplay. I know it makes you feel helpless in the pros, but the gameplay is quite bland, because all you are really doing is looking at the cameras and closing doors occasionally. 2. The jump scares. At first, the jump scares are scary because you don't expect it. That's what a jump scare is. After a while, it just gets annoying because they are stopping you from progressing further into the game. To be honest, get this game if you want to, but it's really up to opinion.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
And the concept is very unique, but the gameplay is just a little boring, and that is probably something no one would expect coming from a FNAF YouTuber, but the main reason I enjoy it is because of the concept and the whole story behind it.
This person said they don't recommend the game, however, it is their favorite game, which I feel like is us.
Hey, what did I just say about the whole gameplay aspect? None of the robots have juicy guy-ads. I guess he did add some characters in FNAF 2 that kind of fit that build, so I mean...
I don't know who you're referring to. I have no idea who you're referring to. 2 words, overrated. Do you think that Five Nights at Freddy's is overrated nowadays?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't really think so, because it's not all over the internet everywhere, but I believe back in, I'd say the early days, maybe it was a little bit overrated. But the guy did also post it in 2015 when the game was at its peak of popularity, so...
Yeah, I think nowadays it's pretty accurately rated.
Not spooky enough for me.
Yeah, I don't think I get jump scared much playing FNAF 1 anymore.
Guy didn't even play for an hour, so I mean, bro didn't even he didn't give the game a chance to even get scared in the first place, so I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Unless he was just that good at the game and just didn't get jump scared once. Because yeah, if you're good at the game isn't scary.
I literally started crying as soon as the phone rang. For the rest of the night, I was screaming. I feel bad for this guy. He gets scared too easily, bro.
I'm just imagining someone sobbing and screaming the entire time.
It's like that one SpongeBob episode where Patrick is doing the something in the city. He was being like the patrolman for the city, and he kept seeing the yes, that was him. As soon as the phone started ringing, he started tweaking out.
I played for about 50,000 hours. First of all, no, you didn't. We can see how many hours you played, and I have come to the conclusion that I am attracted to the fox.
So screw the racing game that's coming out for the 10th anniversary. Replace that. We don't need no racing game. We need a dating sim. Phone guy dies.
Just a spoiler.
So sad. Everyone liked this video if you cried.
This person said that the game saved my life, but they still don't recommend it, which makes me think they didn't want to live.
Feet. Nothing else. Just feet.
Just feet. Maybe they didn't like that Bonnie's feet are floating in the poster.
Possibly the scariest game ever made.
If you don't like scary games, why buy a scary game?
Bro probably didn't think it was a scary game. He probably just thought he was working at some Chuck E. Cheese restaurant until he started playing.
Yeah, I thought this was just a regular cozy game until I got into it. Literally the best game ever. Literally not recommended.
He's gatekeeping it. He's gatekeeping it right now.
This game is the worst game ever. To be honest, I got this game because it was on sale for 40 cents, and still not worth it. This is my thought. I like that they put in brackets, this is my thought, like as if we didn't realize it was an opinion. Some of my friends really enjoy it, but if you are like me and like FPS and survival games such as Call of Duty, Portal, and Left 4 Dead, and CSGO, this is not a game for you. But if you don't like those games, you would probably enjoy it. Apparently there is no crossover in fans of people who like CSGO and Five Nights at Freddy's. You either like one or the other.
Has some mild scares that make you jump, but quickly becomes repetitive. Not much skill involved, and this plays like it was developed for a smartphone. Maybe it was, I don't know. Screens are mostly static, interaction is limited, and if you want a good indie game, there are much better out there to choose from at the same price. Just like most of the other reviews, it's kind of the same stuff, so at least we know that the majority of negative reviews aren't for anything actually necessarily bad. It's just the repetitive gameplay for the most part.
This person wrote, scary.
Too scary for him.
Too scary.
Plain bad. The concept is just not a very good idea. Standing still in a room for a long time, and if you die, loud noises, always like those. Also, I'm getting stuck on day 4 because Foxy's RNG never ever becomes reasonable. He always bangs on the door, draining my energy, and making me lose the game each time. Can't imagine how day 5 is like.
Skill issue!
Skill issue. This is a skill issue right here. Bro is just bad at the game. He didn't even attempt to play for any longer than 2 hours.
This is probably the worst rhythm game I have ever played. Did not feel the groove once.
He did not mean to download Five Nights at Freddy's at all.
They meant to type FNF and they wrote FNAF.
This didn't scare me, but it made my friend run across the room and scream, which is amazing.
I feel like that is the part of Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay experiences, is watching other people get terrified by the game. Whether it's a content creator or if you're playing with friends or family, like that is the most fun part of Five Nights at Freddy's in my opinion, is seeing other people play it rather than doing it yourself.
I think that's probably the main reason it blew up on YouTube so much and why people absolutely adored it.
All you do is look at cameras and wait for a jump scare. I think this person is playing the game wrong.
Bro isn't moving at all. He's just sitting there.
They just have the camera up and they are just waiting for 6 a.m. and hoping that no animatronic shows up.
When I deleted Fortnite and got this game, my dad bursted through the door with milk and spilled it all over my PC. Now I cannot play. Hashtag relatable.
That happens to everybody, right?
I think so. It's happened to me.
How to piss off FNAF. Fanboys and fangirls. 1. Say Foxy sucks. 2. Say BB is the best. 3. Profit.
I know my next video ideas. Why?
Why, Gavin?
Just why? I don't know.
Why?
You tell me why, because I don't know. I don't know why.
Tell us why in the comments. I like this review. What a silly game. It is. It is such a silly game.
Silly little animatronics just making their way sillily onto your office.
And lastly,
MatPat made too many videos.
and yet not enough at the same time.
This was made in 2020. I bet you he is very sad that MatPat is not retired. I bet you he regrets this.
He listened to this guy. He was like, you know what? This reviewer has a point. I did make too many videos. Time to retire in 2024.
He's like, he's on to something. Hold on.
Yeah, this person is who we have to blame for MatPat retiring. All right, we're good. You're free to go.
All right, sweet.